Welcome back, everybody. I'm not really here to hype anything, sell anything, but I just want to show latest acquisition to the basement. Anybody that's been following my channel for a long time knows one time I had two of these and sold them both and got back a Blast City. So I traveled 1,000 miles to pick this guy up in South Carolina from ground zero. I paid it the monies and I have a nice Blast City. And the cool thing about it was I did this a few months ago and he had just gotten a fresh shipment of them. So I was able to kind of Clint Eastwood a machine together from few different ones to come up with one that I really liked. And it's still not perfect, but it's a it's almost 30 years old, so what do you expect? It's got a little bit of burn, a little bit of Mahjong on the screen, but the convergence on it for a Blast City is really good. The chassis is the 2930 as opposed to the 2931s, which is what I had last time, and you know, one worked fine and one just could not get its shit together. So the on-screen display adjustments was cool, but ultimately I thought, you know, I had such poor luck that time. I went with the older chassis with the adjustment knobs, old school, and you know, so far so good. I know with all these things, part of the hobby is becoming an amateur TV repairman. Believe me, I know this. But I've been cleaning this guy in my spare time for the past, 3 months. A bunch of friends helped me move it into the Murderer's Row today. So it's a proud moment, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. And hope you're all doing well. And I'll just walk around, show you what I have going on here. One thing I did, of course, is I swapped the buttons out. This is the original control panel overlay. It's a San Juan replacement. So these are Sumitsu sticks because that's my preference. They're a little short on the San Juan panel, but they're not that short that it's going to make a difference in my shit play. Also went with the mother of pearl buttons. So I've got mother of pearl red, Sumitsu, mother of pearl blue, and I got the mother of pearl ball tops. I just wasn't that thrilled with how they looked, so I just went with the bubble tops because make it pop. And let's see, a couple of things here that make my Blast City kind of interesting. I replaced the speakers. They were just not that good, and this one, the grill came a little pushed in, but I tried to really push it back, gave up, just got back to cleaning it. I say cleaning it because while this one wasn't really marred or anything, this came from, I don't know if I can show you this sticker right there. That means, like, I think Genki Enterprises, which I think it starts with a G. They're the ones that took over the Sega arcades in Japan. So this came off of, this is a Japanese arcade cab, not Hong Kong. And it's got over 100,000 plays. And when I took the control panel off here, you could have taken the nicotine and Japanese boy dust off with a spoon. It was so thick, and I scrubbed. My fingertips are smooth from the crud cutter and simple green solutions I used on this thing, but I'm happy with it now. Cleaned up the topper. Another thing that makes mine unique, he offered to swap it out. I was like, no, leave it, I like it. It's got a Net City display card I thought that was cool, and it's pretty rust free. I live in a humid place, so that'll change, but I kind of coated stuff with shop class and recipe with WD-40, sanded off any pitting, right? WD-40, and then some Carnauba wax, just to kind of wax it. So it's not a permanent solution, but it's a good maintenance, I thought. And the sides are kind of nice. And of course, going on here, we have the Neo 25. This speaker has been floating around here. It's back there. It's just out of joint. So looks like it got a light bulb out on this side, but it's really just the speakers floating around in there. It's been like that for 10 years. But this still gets a ton of play. And I did have Magical Drop 3 in the lineup. Right now it's just running 3 slots because I used the Magical Drop 3 for an event I did. Now, the Astro City is a tank. Probably the weakest monitor I have in terms of condition, but it still works, so I'm not in a hurry to go messing with a good thing. I'm running my DOJ board, which I've had for a long time, and this is I do have a JAMA Mister whatever, but that is running my Pro Gear board, just because it's always fun to see that. And I'm not really great at the Mister stuff yet, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm kind of an idiot, but I'm working at it. And then over here is something you guys have seen, and I'm sorry it's doing the thing, but you might know this as the BVM 20F1, which have featured on this channel for a very long time. Running my Sigma AV 7000 Super Gun modded with a sticker and Futari board, my collection of mini discs to listen and play, and one thing that I got also from Ground Zero. You see some of the sticker collection here. This is on the underside, of course, because I haven't tatted up or stickered any other side, just the bottom. So another thing I picked up, a Taito bench to make the Sigma Battle Station insanely awesome. I also picked up 2 benches. These are a little taller than the ones I had. Reason being is I had the bench in case I wanted something low blow, but I've also got a Vulix in the works, so stay tuned. And these little Sega stools or whatever I've had for a long time. Alright, so that's what's going on out here in like the kind of made up hallway I've made. And I will go into the spooky section here. Whoops. This I call the junk station, but it's got a master system, running little Ghouls and Ghosts on my original Sharp television. This is the one I had in my bedroom back in the day. It's just a little Sharp Woody with dials, RF only. Actually via screws. I need a little transformer, some Sega stickers, and then over here I got this little TV cart running with a GameStop splitter, and Super Famicom and PC Engine is what's hooked up to that. Or a little Splatterhouse. And then over here, I don't know if you can see like the bottom row here. Dreamcast, Saturn, PC Engine, Duo R, X. Little blinking red there. That was the Mega Drive, excuse me. The Super Nintendo, all hooked up to retro gaming cables SCART switcher. I'm not gonna be able to make that out too well. I'm gonna turn off the fan so you hear me a little better. Okay, so that's a retro gaming cable SCART switcher set up to the Retro Tank 5X, running on a can't remember the model Sony OLED this is, but it's big. It's like 75 inches. And then you got some PS5, Xbox X, Pioneer, excuse me, Philips automatic turntable. I got a new Denon receiver that's kind of working this all a little better for me. There's the Nintendo ABS peeking there. And then for right now, since I had to disassemble the last battle station, I've got the Super Guns here just looking pretty. So it's the MP92 and the Sigma Raijin. And this is hooked up to a pair of Atlantic Technologies AT1s. So puts out nice bass. It's great for movies. This is 2-channel, working well. This is like the couch where we watch movies, and you'll see the backside of the BVM over here, Astro, Neo Candy, and the Blast City, just kind of backdrop. So keep it all in the basement. Nobody knows what a lunatic you are. All right, that's it, guys. Like I said, I hope you guys are doing well, and stay tuned. I may pop up here with another video in the next months or so with the Bulicks, but that is still WIP, so stay tuned. Thanks again.